Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about Sagittarius in the 11th house. So what does it mean when we have the sign of Sagittarius in the 11th house in our D1 birth chart? We're going to be talking about that today, but before we get into that, I'd just like to let you guys know that I have some Vedic astrology readings for sale, so if you'd like to purchase a Vedic astrology reading, then you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com and see what I have to offer there. The link's going to be down below in the description as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Sagittarius in the 11th house. So, what does the sign of Sagittarius mean? Well, the sign of Sagittarius basically means it's a sign of that represents religion, spirituality, philosophy, higher education. It's a sign of gurus and teachers and people who teach you things like college professors, things like that. So college professors, teachers, gurus, spiritual teachers, all kinds of things. So yeah, and then we have that in the 11th house. So what is the 11th house? The 11th house is how you relate to your friends. It represents your friends, it represents your network circles, it represents your earned assets, like your earned income, things like that. So yeah, this is kind of how this is the 11th house is basically your long-term gains for your long-term efforts. So yeah, and then we have we have Sagittarius in here. So what does it mean when we have Sagittarius in the 11th house? Well, it's it's basically things that it's mainly represents your relationship with your friends. So for example, you would have very philosophical friends, very religious friends, things like that. You would have friends that you would relate to on that higher minded level, You would have friends where it's all about your friendships could be about could be involving religion. So you could have a friends group revolving around religion, like a maybe a church group, or you meet your friends in church or in the synagogue or wherever your religion is. But yeah, I mean, there's also you could meet your friends in school, because Sagittarius has to do with higher education. So you could meet your friends in college, or or be basically it has to do with this is kind of how you relate to your friends. So, or this could be it's basically a representation of your relationship with your friends. So whether you meet in a religious setting, or a higher education setting, or a spiritual retreat, or a philosophy class or something like that, it doesn't really matter, but but this is kind of like the general context of your relationship with your friends. So you would like to philosophize with your friends or theorize with your friends or things like that. So this is kind of how you relate to your friends. And also, this is, it also has to do with like how you give back. So humanitarianism and things like that, you could have a philosophy that revolves around being humanitarian in nature and being very having like a philosophy of giving kind of thing, where you or it's like an important part of your life, or like your principles or your standards to give back and stuff like that. So yeah, this is pretty much what this is all about. And so this is also like how you pour out your knowledge to people too. Because the 11th house is like giving knowledge and stuff like that to people. So so you could be very philosophical. You could your kind of humanitarianism would be to teach, would be, instead of like providing food and resources like that, like food and shelter and water and things like that, your humanitarian nature would want you to teach somebody how to do things for themselves. So like instead of giving a man a fish, you would teach him how to fish, things like that. And so this is how you would relate to people on a humanitarian level as well, is like by teaching, by really teaching others, by teaching others, and then having them go out and apply what you've taught them. Because if you just give them, then they're not going to appreciate. So by teaching them how to do something, then, and having them do it for themselves, then they'll appreciate it. So anyway, so this is kind of my take on Sagittarius in the 11th house. Once again, if you guys would like a reading, a Vedic astrology reading, you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. Links down below in the description. You can check out my distance energy healing sessions. So you can book book a distance energy healing session with me, and I will use qigong and use shamanic ritual and things like that to send the energy to you. And it's a very healing and very empowering energy healing session. So, and then I also give you your own guided meditation, so it's very powerful. If you would like to learn about what your soul desire is, what your soul commands of you, then I would go check out my career consultation package, because the career consultation package is basically geared towards helping you find your soul desire. So helping you find your soul desire and helping you to live in alignment with your soul. And then we have the ongoing life coaching packages. So So, if you want to work with me once a month, then you can sign up for the Shamanic Life Coaching package. The life coaching is about, it's not only like emotional counseling, like one-on-one counseling. I am not a trained psychologist, so this is not like therapy. This is not therapy, but it's life coaching. So it's, we do spiritual counseling. I offer, um, I'll look at your astrology chart. I'll teach you what you want to learn, things like that. So there's a lot about shamanism, about astrology, all kinds of stuff. So if you would like to be a life coaching or be one of my apprentices, then you can go to patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. And then we also have support groups. So if you'd like to become a part of my support groups, then you can go to patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. Hold on, guys. Sorry about it. So yeah, the support groups are a great opportunity for everybody to be vulnerable with their feelings and to come together and support each other in our vulnerability. And I think you'll find that the more you open up, the more you'll realize that other people are going through similar stuff that you are. And by realizing that we are more similar than we are different, the more we can come together and we can help each other and support each other and love each other through our difficult circumstances and things like that. So yeah, that's what the support groups are there for. I am there to basically facilitate that for you and make sure that it's a safe space for you. Alright, and then we have the energy work courses. So the energy work courses are basically designed to empower your energy body and get you to spiritually enlighten yourself and ascend, basically. So this is what this is all about. So we have the Cosmic Qigong and we have the Self-Transformation Challenge. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. The self-transformation is basically Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and meditation. And then this one is designed for beginners. It's very basic, very simple practices, but they are very profound and very, very powerful. So if you would like any of those courses, then you can check out patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. Okay guys, so until next time, we'll talk to you later. Peace.